to focus back to your language. Sorry, but that's what I would say.
Do you think that people will die for this cause? This is from fighting in Sudan. How does it feel to be called racist?
Has been happening over the last 10 years or so that's led up to the things that we're facing today?
The last 10 years has seen a very large growth in the number of people leaving desperate places where they're victims of environmental disaster, human rights abuse, wars, hunger and poverty, trying to get to a place of relative safety where they can contribute and work and look after their families and children.
You know what really aggravates me? Is them immigrants. They want all the benefits of living in Springfield, but they ain't even bothered to learn themselves the language.
Yeah, those are exactly my sentimonies. Yeah, what the
You shut it, Bon.
Yeah, we don't want them here. We've got too many of them. And a lot of them are criminals anyway. And I think they're right in sending them back to where they come from. I think we should stop giving them benefits. That'll stop them coming over. Stop giving them legal aid. Stop us sending them back. And basically, you know, the majority of people in Dover think exactly the same as me.
Both sides of the channel criticised each other for not doing enough to stop the crossings. The British government has said it will continue to push back, but for those making these risky journeys, the pull of a better future is strong.
Mr. Speaker, I said enough is enough, and I mean it. That if you enter the UK illegally, you should not be able to remain here.
And what about the people who are coming here because they're seeking refuge and getting sent back is more dangerous for them?
I still think we can't keep taking them in. I mean, it's okay with Ukraine, because I mean, once that stops, they'll go back. I mean, there's places in London you can't even walk down. You know, there's like Muslims that are stopping people drinking, and they should be the first ones sent back to, even if they've been born here, send them back to where their ancestors come from, because like this is our country. You know?
Where are these places?
In London.
In London.
The very people they hate, the very people they demonise, are the ones who gave us the NHS, are the ones who gave us a transport system, are the ones that built this country from the ground up when people like them destroyed it. Who built the NHS? Migrants built the NHS. Who built the NHS?
Migrants built the NHS!
Are we going to let this government demonise them? Are we going to let this government arrest them? The Tories, with no opposition from the Labour Party at all, are trying to pass a bill to criminalise claiming asylum, to put refugees in prison and to deport. We know that we have to stand up for migrants and asylum seekers ourselves, because they're working class people the same as us, and we know that we need to stand with them, because it doesn't matter where you were born, it doesn't matter what your skin colour is, at the end of the day it's capitalism that's your enemy. We know that, and the rest of this country needs to know that. We have no friends in the Tories, no friends in the Labour Party. We've only got ourselves, and we have to back ourselves.
They are basically saying you cannot claim asylum, no matter where you've come from, no matter if you're from Iraq, Afghanistan, whatever, you cannot claim asylum if you come by small boat. And the thing is, the state has deliberately cut off the safe and legal routes for people to come here. The only way you can come here is by the illegal methods that they're always going on about, but they haven't given a legal route. The media needs to demonize these people. It needs to demonize these people because for two reasons. First of all, it needs to justify the way it treats and the way their multinationals treat people in Africa, Asia, etc., the less developed countries. It needs to justify like the way it treats them people, us people. It also needs to keep the working class divided into, like I said, good working class people and those people, which would be us people.
I know something I won't tell, I won't tell, I won't tell. I know something I won't tell. What you know, huh? Well, it's just that Injun Joe is ticklish.
With promises to reduce the estimated 4,000 asylum seekers packed inside Manston, buses were seen coming and going from the processing centre.
Where this fence is on the border, this one. So take as many photos, not worry about that, that's fine. It's literally just about here. Okay.
So am I on the wrong side now?
Yeah, so if you go over that side, that's perfect.
So just stand here?
Yeah, from there, perfect. From over there, not perfect, yeah?
Thank you.
At least 59 migrants have drowned after their boat broke up in rough seas.
Rescue workers struggled in the conditions to recover bodies from the water.
Now there are concerns that outbreaks of infectious disease at the overcrowded reception centre at Manston in Kent could be repeated across the country.
What do you think about some of the reports of the conditions of the detention centres?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I mean, what do they expect? They're coming from all over the place and they will have diseases and stuff like that, aren't they, you know? And it obviously doesn't bother them, does it, really?
Since the last time we spoke?
Yeah.
If anything, your feelings about this have only gotten stronger?
Yes, they've got stronger, yeah. And the more the government don't do anything, or the more the Labour or Liberal try to stop it, I'll get even more angry. Something needs to be done. You know, if you don't do something, you won't get in power again. You know, and the person that does do something about it, the people will vote for them.
People will vote for something sensible 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, maybe 6 times. And if every single time their life gets worse and worse and worse, eventually they'll vote for something insane. And you can understand why they would do that, right?
The landlord of Matt Hancock's local pub in Suffolk. Bourne had no experience of producing medical equipment, though he did own a business that provided paper and plastic cups to music festivals.
There is money in our political system. Where it gets spent is a political choice. Let's talk about the £4 billion in unusable PPE, a lot of which that money went to Conservative Party cronies, peers, donors.
Never, ever in my lifetime have I seen what is patently a corrupt government like this one. They are taking from the poor and they are giving to the already rich.
This is from fighting in Sudan.
Sudan, Libya.
In Libya and Sudan.
Oui.
What happened? Did it attack you?
Comme ça, oui.
Oui. Quel âge as-tu?
17.
17.
Francis is no good.
France is no good. Why? It's dangerous. Why England?
Who's home? Francis. Where are you, Francis? You're home. It's food. It's food. It's home. Is Francis good?
Nothing.
No home, no house, no. All people France check is no good France.
The British Parliament has recently passed the illegal immigration bill, which tries to criminalise people for trying to get to a place of safety in Britain, and at the same time the government wants to remove those who come to Rwanda for processing and residence, and have paid the Rwanda government a great deal of money to do this process.
I would love to be having a front page of the Telegraph with a plane taking off to Rwanda. That's my dream. That's my dream. It's
when
my
will
obsession.
that happen?
When will it happen? Listen, you've got to ask the courts about
By
that.
Christmas?
That would be amazing, but if I'm honest, I think it's going to take long. I think, we've got to come out of the legal dispute that we are currently embroiled in. So the High Court, we're still at first instance. Yeah. The High Court is due to give a judgment later this month. If we win, that will be appealed. So then we'll have to wait.
Many people have family who they want to be with, who they'll feel secure with, so they want to claim asylum in the UK with their family. Large numbers of people not able to get into the French system, living in squalor, absolutely desperate. So of course they want to try somewhere where they hope they will be safe.
On Monday, almost 1,300 people made the crossing across the Channel, setting a new record for a single day. The number of people making the journey so far this year has almost doubled compared to the equivalent point in 2021.
Yeah, I was sitting down there at 6 o'clock in the evening having a coffee and a cigarette. 2 seconds later, there was this huge coloured guy at my gate, and I just screamed. And I screamed that loud that the man who lives 6 or 7 doors up from me came running through all the overgrown stuff at the back, because he knew exactly why I was screaming.
Wow. What do you think the person wanted who was at the gate?
He was clearly an immigrant. Clearly.
Yeah. And you reckon he wanted to try and get refuge in your house? Or to get your phone?
Or wanted me to call somebody or something like that, yeah. I mean, this was like this. There's camps up here.
Really?
Yeah. It'd be overgrown at the moment. You see, it's overgrown from where it was, but there's a camp in there. And there's one on the opposite side as well. It was just a normal Saturday afternoon, really hot, beginning of August. I'd been outside here all afternoon doing gardening, and my little girl had been playing out the front. Came in, done dinner, emptied my bins, which used to be at the side of my house. And the gate, I had a padlock and chain on it. So I undone that, emptied the bins, came back in, rechained the gate back up, and I've gone in, and I'm standing at my kitchen sink drying the dinner dishes up, and I heard a noise. I thought that's a bit too loud for my cat charging through the gate. So I've stepped forward to where you're standing now, and that's literally where I saw it. When I saw him, he was straddled my gate. 1 foot this side and 1 foot the other side. Yet again, I rang the police. Nobody came. No one comes. They don't care. No one comes.
Why do you think no one comes?
Because it's not their problem. They've admitted it's not their problem. They don't care. They don't care. But if one of them came into my house and I attacked them, I'd be the one that'd be in trouble for it, and they'd just be let go. Wrong. Where's our rights in it all? And I'm not racist. One bit am I not racist whatsoever. Far from it. People are going to start taking it into their own hands. It's like if somebody got into my house, I wouldn't hesitate. You're going to get, your natural instinct is you get them out and you do whatever you need to do to get that person out of your house.
You said you took to sleeping with a sledgehammer by your bed. Is that something that you still do, or
Still in my bedroom.
still in the room?
Still in my bedroom.
And you'd use it if you had to?
Of course I would use it. I was looking around in my utility room and I thought, oh, what have I got? And then I just saw this on the floor, which my son had lent me to put some fencing in, which I still haven't done. Yeah, and that was the only reason I had it. And it's just stayed next to my bed since.
Is it heavy? It looks quite big.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know how you'd wield that. That's very heavy.
Yeah, it is heavy.
Yeah.
But I literally, like I say, you know when I was upset, I was obviously anxious, and I was scared. And you don't think straight, do you, in situations like that? So I just grabbed anything. But I will openly say, after my January incident, for weeks and weeks and weeks, I had a hammer sat on the top of my radiator in the hallway.
And this was the man who was over your fence?
Yeah, it was the 8th of August. I think he was hungry, personally. I think he was hungry.
Mm. Do you think he was looking...
Because he'd been seen earlier in the day picking the plums. And I think he was hungry. And that's why he was going to try and come into my house, because could clearly see that was my kitchen.
Mm. And then I guess it's a thing of like, if you found him, you know, if you didn't go out there and you found him in your kitchen at that time.
I hate to think what would happen. I hate to think what would have happened, because like I said, I was in the kitchen doing my dishes from doing dinner. So I hate to think what would have happened. But I know one thing, there's no way I would have let him just walk into my house. No.
What's the alternative or safe passage for genuine asylum seekers to come to the UK if they can't use the small boats? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't know, they need to open up a lot more safer passages. I don't know, but bringing them here and putting them in hotels, right, is not the answer when you've got the amount of homeless people we've got in this country. And I mean, some of these homeless people, yeah, they work full times, but the cost of living, they're still trying to hold down jobs, but they're not getting any help. But how's it right for them to come here illegally, right, in a boat, and then be put in a hotel and given 3 meals a day, and all their toiletries, and bank cards, yeah, with money on, and phones, when not even our British people are getting that? It's not right. It's not right. I'm sorry. And like I've said to you, I'm not racist. I'm not racist at all.